This technique is also used in Zen traditions. Shiva gave fourth technique by saying that when breath is all out and stopped of itself, or all in and stopped, in such universal pause, one's small self vanishes. This is difficult only for the impure. However, it is a challenge for all because, as he suggests, this isn't easy unless you are free from impurity. But who exactly is this pure person? It is difficult for you. You cannot practice it, but you can feel it sometimes suddenly. Think about driving a car and suddenly you are hit with a gut feeling of an upcoming accident. Breathing will stop. If it's already out, it stays that way. If it is in, it remains inside. You cannot breathe in such an emergency. You cannot afford it. Everything stops, departs. Or when breath is all out and stopped of itself, or all in and stopped, in such universal pause, one's small self vanishes. Your ordinary self serves daily functions. During crisis, you cannot recall it. Your identity, your name, money, status, all fades away. Imagine your car nearing another car. Death looms. At that instant, a pause occurs. Even those who lack purity experience it. Breathing abruptly halts. If you are alert in that moment, you can reach the goal. In Japan, Zen monks have practiced this technique extensively, leading to methods that might seem strange. They have done things that are hard to believe. For example, a master might suddenly ask someone to leave a place, or the master might start slapping a student without any clear reason. Imagine sitting with your teacher, having a regular conversation, and then suddenly the teacher starts hitting you to create a moment of quiet. Here is a twist. If there is a clear reason behind an action, the pause doesn't happen. Let's say you insulted the master and then they started hitting you. Your mind links the two. I insulted and now I am being hit. Your mind kind of expects it, so there is no pause. But here is the interesting part. A Zen master won't hit you if you insult them. They might burst into laughter instead, because laughter can create that pause. Imagine you are insulting them, expecting anger, and they respond with laughter or even dancing. It's sudden and unexpected, and that's what creates the pause. Even though it might not make sense, this sudden change stops your mind, and when your mind stops, so does your breath. In both cases, whether your breath stops first and then your mind, or the other way around, these two are closely connected. Think of a time when you were praising your master, feeling pleased, thinking the master must be happy now. Suddenly, the master grabs a stick and starts hitting you without holding back. Zen masters don't hold back. Your mind freezes, creating a pause. If you understand the technique, you can learn more about yourself. It might sound strange, but there are many stories of people finding enlightenment because their teacher suddenly started hitting them. It's puzzling, right? How can getting hit or thrown out of a window lead to enlightenment? But if you get this technique, it suddenly makes sense. In the West particularly, in the last 30 or 40 years, Zen has become very much prevalent, a fashion. But unless they know this technique, they cannot understand Zen. They can imitate it, but imitation is of no use. Rather, it is dangerous. These are not things to be imitated. Osho says the whole Zen technique is based on the fourth technique of Shiva, but this is unfortunate. Now we will have to import Zen from Japan because we have lost the whole tradition. We do not know it. Shiva was the expert par excellence of this method. Ranjit Chaudhary gave this exercise to practice this technique. Find a comfortable place to sit. Close your eyes and focus on your breath. Slowly, your breathing will start to calm down. You will begin to inhale and exhale more softly and at a slower pace. The time it takes for one complete breath, breathing in and out, will become longer. Usually we breathe in and out about 15 times a minute, but now this pace will relax. As your breath's rhythm stretches, the number of breaths each minute will decrease. When you are mindful of your breath, this might happen naturally. If not, try to take slow and deep breaths on your own. When you breathe more slowly, your mind becomes quieter and you will start to feel more peaceful. Slowing down your breath also makes it feel lighter and gentler. Right away, you will notice a sense of relaxation and peacefulness. Over time, you will see that each breath takes more time. Both inhaling and exhaling will become slower. The pauses between breaths will also get longer. Your breath will become more delicate and refined. Eventually, you might reach a point where your breath stops completely. This is what the verse is talking about. What comes next can be different for different people. Some might hear a sound, while others might not. Slowly, Kundalini, a dormant energy near the base of your spine, will start moving upward through the center of your spine. As it rises, you will experience a deep feeling of peace. When it reaches the top of your head, you will achieve a sense of liberation. However, those who are pure don't require such actions. The pause is always present for them. Many times, in the minds of those who are pure, breathing comes to a stop. If your mind is pure, meaning you are not wanting, craving, or searching for anything, just completely pure and innocent, you could be sitting quiet when suddenly your breath halts. Keep in mind, when your thoughts are active, your breath matches that pace. A busy mind speeds up your breath. On the other hand, when your mind is pure, without desires, seeking, or urges, you are not aiming for anything. Just existing in the present moment like a calm pool without even a ripple. Then your breath stops naturally. It happens without needing effort. Along this journey, your small self fades away and you connect with your higher self, the Supreme Self.